Hi guys, welcome to Stacey's classroom. It's Nutrition Thursday, so today I thought I would talk about protein. So, you'll always hear me bang on about protein in your check-ins, on social media, general life, but there is a reason for this, and that's why I'm doing this video on protein. Hopefully it will help you understand protein better and what it is and why we need it. So firstly, we will talk about what is protein. So proteins are large molecules that our cells need to function properly. They are made up of a long chain of amino acids, and we have 8 amino acids that are defined as essential for our diet, which are these here, which all have long names. So you can make a note of them yourself. But yes, so that is what protein is. So why do we need protein? We need protein to make sure we build and repair muscle tissue. We also need it as it provides 10 to 15% of our dietary energy. It is also the second most abundant compound in the body. So it's 43% muscle, 15% skin and 16% blood. So it's huge for our body. How much protein do we need? So I go by the rule, we need 2 grams for every kilogram of our body weight. But I always say go on the higher side. There's no studies shown really that going on the higher side will cause any harm to our body. So the more the better. The more the better to promote the building and repair of muscle. Also, we want to ensure that we are building and repairing muscle and not losing muscle. So, for example, if we were in a calorie deficit and we're not getting enough protein in, we could have the chance of it losing from our muscle as well as our fat stores, and that's what we do not want to be doing. We want to be making sure that we are keeping our muscle and losing it from our fat stores. So that is really why I bang on about getting your protein in. Also, if your goals are to build muscle, which is really, really hard and takes a long time, then it is vital we're getting enough protein in every single day to make sure we're building that muscle. If not, people are going to struggle to build the muscle that they desire. So, how much protein? I go by the rule 2 grams to every kilogram of body weight, but on the higher side is the better. So say if you were 55 kilograms, I would probably set around 110 grams of protein per day. So what makes a good protein source? So there's 2 things. First one is the leucine content, which is an amino acid. So this can help protein synthesis and also digestibility, so how fast we can digest it. The digestibility is really important because we want to be able to digest the amino acids from the protein source. So we need to make sure when we're getting a protein source that it is good in leucine content and good for digestibility. So, what are the best protein sources? So, studies have shown that animal-based protein is better because it's higher in digestibility by 90% and it's higher in leucine content, which is these 2 here, by 18 to 30%. So you can still get protein from plant-based, but studies just have shown that it is better to get it from animal-based protein. However, not all of us are have animal-based diets, so it still is possible to get it out of plant-based foods, but studies have shown it's better for animal-based, okay? Just because the digestibility is 90% for animal-based, and plant-based it is lower at 45 to 8%. Leucine content is animal-based 18 to 30%, leucine for plant is 6 to 8%. So if you can get it through animal-based foods, then that will be more beneficial. So what is the best supplements? So say if we struggle to get protein out of animal or plant-based foods, I always say try and get it out of foods first, then we can. So try and get it out of foods first. If you can't, if you really, really struggle, then that's when we need to introduce supplements. So supplements, whey protein has the best digestibility and leucine content. So you'll notice a pattern that these two mean a lot when it comes to protein. So yeah, whey protein has the best digestibility, but we don't want to just rely on supplements because it doesn't have all the correct micronutrients that you need. So this is just to add on to get the protein up. It's not the sole protein source, okay? So recommended sources for protein: animal, eggs. Eggs are up there. Lean meats, so chicken, fish, beef, turkey, lean fish and oily fish. These are all fast digestive. And then you've got stuff like Greek yogurt, cheese, which are slower digestible. These are good to eat before bed, just because it's a long period of time to have no protein. So you're having protein for you're not having any protein for 7 to 8 hours. So slower digestible proteins like yogurt, etc., are better before bed. I always try to have some yogurt before bed, just as a snack, get extra protein in, and I know it's a slower digestible source. Plants, so plant-based, so you can have the stuff like red, green, brown lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans, tofu, tempeh, oatmeal, quinoa, edamame. So there's a few options and ideas there for you. Although people have animal-based diets, you should also include some plant-based foods into your diet as well. Obviously, if you don't eat animal-based foods, then there's some ideas to include in your diet. So it is really important to get enough protein into your diet. Hopefully this will give you a better idea of what protein is and why we need it. And hopefully it'll help you switch your mindset to make sure that you get enough protein in. What I always say is, think, has this meal got protein in? Make it your mindset. So I'll always look at a meal and think, right, what is my protein source? What is my sole protein source for this meal? Is it high in protein? So I know if I've got a chicken breast there, I'm going to get a good amount of protein out of that chicken breast. So that'll be like a sole protein. And then I'll have the rest of the food around it. So although my chicken is my protein source, then also I might have some like feta cheese with it or an egg. I also know them two are protein sources as well, so that makes it even higher. Also, they're different, so they have fats in, carbs as well. And then I'll have my carb source, so obviously rice, potato, etc. But I'll always look at a meal and think how I can get the most protein out of it. So I'll be always like chicken breast, as I said. To be fair, I add an egg on everything just for extra protein. But when it comes to meals, you should be looking at least 30 grams of protein in every meal. So when you're logging in your MyFitnessPal, educate yourself. Look back at your meal and think, how much protein did I have in that meal? And then if it's only like 10 gram of protein, think, how could I have got that protein up in that meal? If you had yogurt, add some whey protein into the yogurt. That'll up it about 20 gram. So you probably went from a 10 gram protein breakfast to a 30 gram protein breakfast just by adding some whey protein in. If you've got a meal and it's just meat, veg, carbs, add an egg, add some cheese. That will up your protein. If you are having some snacks, think what is high in protein snacks. So again, yogurt's a good one with some fruit. Get your fibre in there as well. I always have protein bars in, so I'll get some Grenier protein bars in, just because it's like having a little bit of a treat. It's still like I'm having a chocolate bar, but I know it's got high amount of protein in, so that is my snacks covered. So I want everybody to think and switch the mindset to protein, because honestly it will get you the best results. It'll build that definition, it'll help you burn fat, and you will get better results. So if you've got any questions from this video, give me a shout, but I hope it's helped. Thank you.